Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Now, hey, got something big coming up, so make sure you jump on here, check out these videos, so you'll see when it drops. Can't talk about it yet, but stay tuned now. Coming real soon, within the next week or so. So stay tuned. Just come on in here when you get off of work and check and see this old opportunity. Now, I want to get on here and touch on this to primarily black women, but this also goes for black men too. And I think I briefly talked about this, but that's what I'm calling a woman and her money. I might title this A Woman and Her Money, because it's a lot getting ready to go down. And I want to give y'all this heads up, give y'all this warning, because it's some things finna happen in this here economy. And the reason why I can tell is because like never before, I have a few email addresses. For one, I don't know how my personal email address got out, and I'm getting emails from people with just randomness. But I got 3 email addresses mainly that every day I am getting cold pitches. Now, if the AC blowing in the phone, y'all forgive me. Can't help it. Got to do what I got to do. It's hot out here. 93 degrees outside. So y'all just listen harder. But every single day I'm receiving cold emails from men and women pitching their business. I mean, cold emails. I don't know if one of the companies that I listed one of my companies on to sell my company, I don't know if they sell the email addresses to people, sell the leads, but it's other emails too. Now, one of them shows up on my YouTube, on the main page of YouTube, but that lets me know people are in distress. People need to make money, and I'm getting calls from people I know trying to raise money, trying to get money, and it's about to get real. Now, in America, black people spend more money than any other demographic. And in that demographic, black women spend more money than black men, because black women have more money than black men. And there's more single black women than there are single black men. And there are more single black men living off of a single black woman than there is single black women living off of a single black man. So women are spending money on themselves. Women are spending money on their children if they have children. And some women are spending money on themselves and spending money on a man, like Queen Niger that y'all told me about. And some women are spending money on themselves, their children as a single mom, and a man that they got a situationship with. So nobody in America spends more money than the black woman. And we, as black people, are, for the most part, financially illiterate. And that's not a dig or disrespect, but we don't, for the most part, understand investing, the importance of investing. We don't understand credit for the most part, mortgages, interest rates, all of that. We were not taught financial literacy because most black people come from a household where there wasn't enough money to budget it. The money was gone before it came. So how you gonna budget when you got to spend every dime on your bills? And when you come from that, nobody's talking about, and we're not talking about the exceptions to the rules. So If you knew about credit growing up and you knew about interest rates, God bless you. Here go a cookie. Stay out the comments. We talking about the rest of us, the majority of us, and that goes to show it. Because when we get a rapper that make it, when we get a ball player that make it, what's the first thing they buy? A diamond chain and a Mercedes Benz. Before they buy any land, before they buy any assets, before they got a house, they got a diamond chain that costs $50,000 or a diamond watch that costs $50,000. They got a Mercedes Benz that costs $100,000 to $150,000 before they have any assets. And we can't fault them because we are not taught these things. And that's what I'm making a shift in, and that's the area that I'm working on. It's gonna take me some time to get all the way there, just like anybody. And there's a lot of people who talk about finances every day in our race and still ain't got no money, but talk about it all day, every day. Just like out of shape trainers, just like single relationship experts. It's a lot, just like single matchmakers and all of that. We got a lot of hypocrisy, cheating pastors. So this is what you have to realize, that in the space we are getting ready to, unless the government prop it up, we getting ready to go through a recession. The recession already been here for a year and a half, but ain't nobody talking about it. So we getting ready to go through a recession, and you're gonna have to invest in you. You're gonna have to invest in assets if you're gonna do anything. And you cannot spend any dumb money. So right now they running these plays to get black people to sign up for a mortgage, because they know they banking system is about to tank. The banking system about to tank. Bank of America had to close over 100 branches. This is like the biggest bank in America. They are called Bank of America, for crying out loud. No other bank is infringing on that name. They are Bank of America. And they had to close over 100 branches. Stores and companies are closing all around you. Go downtown, ride through your city, and look at all of the empty buildings. Look at all of the stores that have gone out of business, all the restaurants that have gone out of business. Major stores are going out of business. Major chains are closing. Several chains. If you got a job, you need to start kissing feet at that job. Stop going to that job with your nose turned up. Stop going in that job being a nuisance and trying to cause problems and asking all them questions. You better problem solve and figure it out before you be in the unemployment line and they deny you 3, 4, 5 applications, and you got to sit there and now you're on a can of beans. I have seen several emails from people asking for financial help. Now, I can't help nobody in the email financially because I got to take care of my family who need help. So I got family members right now that is out of work, done lost a job or had to close a business. They going through eviction. I have several family members don't have a pot to pee in or a window to throw it out of. And it is time. You're going to have to think about investing in you, investing in Surefire. I talk to clients all the time, black, female clients who don't have a clue about a stock or a bond, who do not have a clue. It is time to get on YouTube, start learning about investing, start learning about stocks, start learning about business, start learning and start investing in you so that you can get you a return. Because the thing about it, what I noticed is all these companies, they coming to me because I'm a black man And when they go to my social media, they could see money. When they see my wife post, when they see my post, they could see money. They could see a Rolex. They could see the Mercedes Sprinter van. They could see, they know what this seat is. They know. See, one thing about white people, they done had luxury. When they watch this video and they see that seat right there, they already know that ain't no regular seat. They already know, oh, something up with that car right there. They know this is a SVR. They already know it. They smart. I be seeing white guys, what's that right? That's a Rolex. What's that? That's an Audemars. What's that? This is. They'll come to me and tell me more about my car than I know about the car. Cause they done been around. They know luxury. So they coming and they saying, you are dumb money. You dumb money. You are financially illiterate. Let me get you in this here mortgage. Let me get you in this here new car. The housing market set a record. The housing market set a record high prices, and black people was buying houses at the height of the market. And now the real estate market is fixing to tank. Thousands of real estate agents are leaving the industry. Thousands by the day are leaving the industry. Houses are not selling right now. Houses is sitting on the market right now for 30, 50, 80, 90, 120 days. There are builders and developers. When you go through the neighborhoods, you will see developers who have built houses. They are slashing the prices. They slashing the prices, trying to get a sale before the value of that house is cut in half. Now, one of my investment companies, I have two. One of my investment companies that I have with two of my homeboys from my hometown, we building in the recession because we own the company. We own the development company. My homeboy is a general contractor who builds houses. So we could build at cost. So I'm not paying a builder that I don't know. I'm going with my homeboy, so we could build at cost. So even selling it at a discount or renting it out, we still gonna be good. But when if you got to go through a builder, you finna get raked over the coals. You finna get done in. You know why? Because people not making money no other way. Because of the hurricanes come through and the bands coming through, I got 5 screens over my pool that got blew off. So I'm trying to get the repairs, get the screens repairs. The screen repair company done went out of business. They done went out of business. They now don't do 2nd story, 2-story screen repairs. Had a screen repair company come out that was rated 5 stars. They quoted me $70,000. They want to do a whole new cage. Talking about they don't do repairs. How you could do a whole new screen cage, but you can't repair? Give me a break. But you know what? It's because I'm a black man in a gated neighborhood in a $1 million home. They say you don't deserve to be out here. You're not supposed to be out here. So we think you an athlete, or we think you is dumb money, because where do we how are you a black man and your house is the most expensive house on the whole block? So we finna hit you with this right here. $70,000 bill to see if we could get you. So listen, if you know nothing about money, I'd have made every money mistake I had a car one time with a 24% interest rate. I done made all the mistakes. Now, it was decades ago, but I done made all the mistakes. So if you don't know nothing, just send me an email. Just send me an email. Lord willing, if I see it, hey Tony, should I do this right here financially? At least let me throw 2 cents in there. If you don't know nothing about interest, you don't know nothing about credit, you don't know nothing about investing, if you go to get anything done and you get a quote, run that quote by me. Because I'm your brother now. I'm going to help you out. I talk to my clients I just talked to a man yesterday. A Asian man. Yeah, you know Asian smart now. I talked to a Asian man. He is writing a book. You know I gave that man some wisdom on that phone. And guess what? He is a CPA. He a CPA. I gave him some wisdom on the phone. He said, wow, I did not know that. I ain't know that. He was finna go into this here industry, and he was getting ready to miss millions. And I gave him a few little nuggets, because he gave me some nuggets about a company I'm getting ready to work with. So he gave me some nuggets, some feedback on that company. And I said, okay, cool. And see, this is the thing. It's a company that I'm working with. You know, the company that I work with now, I now negotiate equity. Because I done learned that. Because they will come and use me to build a company. Because I have thousands of people that's watching my videos or seeing my posts. So they'll have me talk about their company, and they'll use me to build a company. And a company value go up, everything go up. And I just get a little drop in the bucket. But now I negotiate equity. You want me to promote the company? I need shares in the company, or I need an ownership stake. I need an equity, just like on at the cap table. And guess what? They give it to me because they know what your value is. Unless you and listen, I told y'all this before, but everybody don't see every video. If you need a car, before you go buy a car, go to the dealership. Pick out the car you want. Refuse to pay the price that's on that sticker. Tell them you need to be out the door 20% off. If that sticker say $35,000, you tell them you have to be out the door. Your budget, you got to be out the door. What's 10% of 35? 35,000. 3,500 times 2, that's 7,000. 35,000 minus 7, that's 28,000. Tell them you need to be out the door at 28,000. And you hold the line. You hold the line. They're going to try to oh, we got to add this in the back of the room. We got to add this. We got to do that. Yeah, you could add a little bit in the back of the room if you want to, but you don't need nothing in the finance room. You don't need none of them warranties. You don't need none of that, because you buying a new car. The car is going to work. It's already under manufacturer warranty. You don't need wheel and tire package and all that. You don't need all of that. You just need to get from point A to point B. So, and then you negotiate the price of the car, and you negotiate the interest rate. Whatever they interest rate they bring you, you tell them you need that cut in half. If they say 9%, you tell them, listen, I got to be at 4.5%, or I can't do it. They could do it because the banks could do it. The banks could do it with good credit. Now, your credit bad, then don't go over 7%. Even with bad credit, don't go over 7-9%. Yes, it's unrealistic, but they could do it. They could do it now because they finna go through. They finna go through. They struggling. You hear me? They gonna give you a scripper and a state dinner to buy a car right now. We got a scripper that will come to your house. What you want? Male, female, in the middle. We send them to your house, and we give you a state dinner to Ruth Chris. If you buy this car for us today, be willing to walk out if you gotta have a car. But get all the way to the end. Get all the way to the end. See all the final numbers. You see what your payment is. You see what your interest rate is. You take your payment. You see how many months it is. You take that payment. If they say your payment finna be $400 a month, and they financing you for 72 months, you do 400 times 72, and you see how much you finna pay for that car. Then you factor in, you Google how much is an engine on a such and such car, how much is a transmission on a such and such car, How much is new tires? You Google all that. You do all the math, and then you go to Uber and you put in your home address and you put in your work address. And you see how much that trip costs. And then your work address back to your house address. See how much that trip costs. Then you go to Lyft and you do the same thing in Lyft. Then you go to Turo and you look up a car that you would drive on Turo, T-U-R-O, and you see how much that costs. So now you got the cost of the car that you thinking about buying. You got the cost of Uber, the cost of Lyft, and the cost of Turo. Now you compare all those prices. When it comes to a house, if you want to buy a house right now, the market gonna get better to buy if you got perfect credit and you gainfully employed. The market is gonna get better to buy in 6 to 12 months. It's gonna get better. Wait it out now, because when it crashed to the bottom, it's gonna take some time for it to go back up. When it crashed to the bottom, you're gonna have about 2 years that you could go house shopping. So work on your credit. Now, when you pay your credit cards down, some of your credit cards are going to close your card because they don't want you to charge your card up and then go broke and then they out of that money. So if you got small banks, the little starter cards and all of that, when you pay those down, now not just small banks, now some of the big banks will do it to you too. US Bank, Bank of America, Chase. If you pay that balance down, some of them are gonna close that card on you, or they'll knock that balance down. So you done paid the balance down to make your credit shoot up, and you think, oh well, I'm finna just recharge it again next month, but I'm gonna pay it off before the statement cut so it don't report to my credit, and you pay it off. Yep. I remember one time I carried a balance on a card. I was carrying a balance on the card, and then I took and paid the card off. I think the card was a $8,800 card with Chase Bank. When I paid the $8,800, I sent in a check. $8,800 done. Paid it off. The next day they cut my available balance from $8,800 to $6,100. It's like, how you taking penalize me for giving you all my money? But it was because I had carried a balance for a little while. So when I carried that balance, they say, oh, you must be in financial strain. That just really was me being lazy and just not wanting to pay it because I ain't had no interest yet. And so here I am carrying a balance. They said, oh, you in financial strain. And so then when I paid it off, they said, oh, you know what? Let's get back into our safe zone. Let's get back in, because the card was $4,400 when I got it, and from paying it every month, using it, paying it off, they took me from $4,400 to $8,800. And then when I carried a little balance on it for a little while, and I paid it off again, now they took me to $6,100. So I done had experience, and a lot of y'all done went through it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And so that's how they'll do you now. These banks don't care nothing about you. You hit hard time, they finna cut their losses. They finna cut that card right off. So you have to understand. You have to understand that you gotta get financial literacy. And whatever you got a question on, Google it. Google it, read 3 to 4 blogs on it. Go to YouTube, search it, watch 4 to 10 videos on it. These white and Asian people is out here and they know about money. They know about money. And this is the hypocrisy of America. America is swimming in debt and then want to penalize us for being in debt. How in the world? America owed China $30 trillion and then want to penalize us want to raise interest rates because they is broken ghetto. America is financially illiterate. America financially illiterate because they is taxing us. You get taxed on your income. You get taxed on what you buy. You get taxed on what you sell. You get taxed on your property tax, on your property. You get taxed every way, every day, and twice on Sunday, and America still in debt. It's like, how in the world y'all robbing Peter to pay Paul and still owe both of them? And so this is what you got to realize. It's hypocrisy. We shouldn't even have no credit score, terrible as America credit is. But this is the world we live in, and guess what? Guess what? When times get tough, the sharks come closer to the shore. So what you finna see the sharks come out now. So what they already doing right now is they trying to steal identities. For the last little bit of people who got credit, they now hacking systems. They hacking systems and they stealing Social Security numbers. They ain't finna get nothing off of mine. They stealing Social Security. I use my look, they better man the tap that. My goodness, man. We thought cause he on YouTube talking that he in good shape, man. We can't even, man, they got no room on his credit for us. Yeah, I do that intentionally. So you can't scam me. And I like to keep my cards full too, because anytime I leave a little room on there, I get hacked. Nope. I'm gonna use my own card. I remember leaving some card. I left me some room on a card one time, on a Bank of America card. Went in there, somebody had to spend $2,500 on it. I called the bank. Black man answer the phone. Hello. Yes, this is LaTravion. How can I help you today? I was like, I say, yeah, so my card, I went to look at my card and I see a charge to such and such in Atlanta, Georgia for $2,500. He over there. Okay, and I say, what is this man laughing at? Now that I look back, I'm like, was he laughing at my plight? Was he laughing because that was my last $2,500 open on the card? Was he laughing at my accent? I'm like, what this man laugh? As soon as he hung up, 1 star. How was this service? 1 star? Man laughing in my face when I'm calling about this fraud. So, and I'm just joking about keeping my cards full so I don't get fraud, but you get what I'm saying. That's what they doing. They just sent out a thing that, hey, all your information could have been stolen here recently. It just was a data leak. They finna try to tap their credit. They ain't just stealing it just to steal it. They trying to get ready for the recession. They trying to get as much fraud done as they can so they can sit in cash. And so you got to realize is that they getting ready to come for you now. They getting ready to come for you. So now what you have to think about is everybody's suspect. If you own a house, you got to watch your pool man. You got to watch your pool man. You own a house, you got to watch your lawn man. They finna start making up expenses. Your house cleaner, anybody you got to watch them. Apartment people, everything, you got to watch them. So when you get your car and you take your car to get service in this here recession, for one, you might need to find somebody uncle and get under a shade tree and get that car worked on. But even he might try to scam you because he finna be tight. So you take it to a big dealership. So that way you got recourse if they try you. And you tell them, listen, keep me riding. I know you recommending this, his, just keep me riding. Don't give me nothing that I don't absolutely need right now. So you take it to the largest dealership that make your car, that sell your car in the thing. Now they gonna tax you now. They prices is higher now. But because they big, they got more checks and balances. You take it to mom and pop, they ain't got no checks and balances. They ain't got corporate breathing down their neck. You finna get took through the wringer. So listen, and black women, y'all are the most susceptible. Because black men, we skeptical, we stingy, we cheap and frugal. Now, we'll ball out now, but we ain't finna let too many people get over on us. But black women, you sitting on that bag, you got that money, you get out here, they coming to get it. They are coming to get it. You need to be invested in you. If you ain't investing in something that's finna make you some money, then think twice before you spend it. And you need to have a board. You have to have a board of directors. What I mean by that, that could be your sibling, your cousin, your friend, your life coach. You need to put a board of directors together. So if you're getting ready to invest in your business, talk to a few people about the investment you getting ready to make. And you make the final decision, but talk to a few people and get a little feedback. And then Google and compare prices. So I got a year coaching program where I help my clients launch their business, and I also promote their business. So I walk them through step by step so that they don't waste no money, and that program costs $10,000. Some of my clients, they tell me when they talk to their daughter, they talk to their son, they talk to their sister, their brother, like, no, don't do that, don't do that. But then when they look at my results and then they go compare prices, and they see that Myron Golden, who is only more successful than me because he charges more money than me, but it ain't like his brand is bigger than mine, and they see to work with him one-on-one gonna cost them $1 million. When he have not written 20 books like I have, he does not run as many companies as I run. His following is not as big as mine across all social media. Don't have more results, just charge more money. So they see, and I ain't hating on the brother now, I'm just telling the truth. So when they see like, man, Tony charging $10,000, same with my ghostwriting. They go talk to the next ghostwriter, and that next ghostwriter want $50,000. They go to the white man, the white ghostwriter, he want $125,000. So when they compare price, they're like, oh, okay, this is a sacrifice, but this way cheaper than what people with this same credentials charge. So you have to compare before you get your book edited, before you start your LLC, before you do this, you compare the price across 3 different quotes. Get you 3 quotes and compare the price, and get ready, because another thing in the recession, black women, if you are single with money, meaning you are single and you are gainfully employed, you are about to get a boyfriend, fiance, or husband in this recession. You have to have boundaries. So do not let a man move in with you in this recession. Do not loan a man money in this recession. Do not let a man use your car in this recession. Do not start no business with a man in this recession. Do not invest in no man who is trying to sleep with you. Do not invest in his business for some dang-a-lang. The hobosexuals is about to go through the roof. And black women of all heights, weights, shapes, colors, creeds, and religions is fixing to be booed up in this recession, because these men with a non-degree having self, I ain't got no degree either, but I found a way. The non-degree having men, the non-trade having men is fixing to grab them anything walking. They going to be parked illegally in front of the corporate buildings to see the black women coming out of corporate to get out open their trunk like they about to get something out. They gonna grab an empty briefcase and walk like they finna walk into corporate and get close enough to you to say something to you. Cause he is homeless, sleeping in that infinity that his ex co-signed for, and he need to come stay at your apartment or your house. So he gonna walk right past, he gonna walk like he going somewhere, and he gonna come to you. Wow, excuse me, ma'am. I got a meeting to get to, but you are so beautiful. You might not have ever heard that in your life in public. Whatever you have not heard in your life in public, you finna get ready to hear it in this recession. Somebody needs somewhere to lay their head, and they coming for you. So while you've been crying out and praying to the Lord for your husband, guess who finna send him? The devil. The devil finna send you right what you want, what you've been crying out for, and you're not going to, if you don't listen to this message, you ain't even gonna see it coming, because before you know it, you're gonna be cooking and cleaning and on your bike and funding a man, sponsoring a man, and don't even realize what you're doing. You are sponsoring a whole man in this here recession. You is about to be a stimulus package if you're not careful. So listen to what I'm telling you. And now, yes, if you get you a check, or you make you some money, or you could start paying down some debt, pay down your debt. And what I was gonna say is, I done seen more letters from people who cannot pay rent than I done ever seen. I've always gotten letters and DMs from people who can't pay rent, but here in the last 3 months or so, it has picked up drastically. And I am like, wow, this is something. And guess what? I've seen a lot of people who are in need of money, and they are actually gainfully employed. They are employed and still cannot meet their rent because their job may be seasonal or their pay may be low. And then there's some people who losing their job, and some people who getting ousted from their job. Like, the job is just causing so much stress and toxicity that the boss is intentionally trying to overwork people to run some people off. And so it's getting real out here now. Listen to me when I tell you, it's getting real. So create you a plan. Create you a plan. And black women, know this now. Know this. These hobos, which mean a homeless man, they about to start coming for you. And I'm gonna tell you why they coming for you. The reason why they coming for you is because they got those stimuli. A lot of people don't realize, a lot of people saying Trump got them money, but what you gotta realize is the pandemic started in 2020. And that was that election year or what have you. And the stuff that was released, all that stuff that was released when Trump was in there, that stuff was already set in motion from Barack. A lot of that stuff was already set in motion, but they ain't say that. They ain't say that. A lot of stuff was already set in motion, that Trump was giving out them stimulus checks and all that, giving this and that out. A lot of that stuff was already in the works. Already in, and I don't like Barack either. I ain't taking up for Barack. But a lot of people giving Trump too much credit. Cause he just a pawn. He just doing what they tell him to do. What the financiers, what the big banks, what big money say, listen, we finna put this out there. We finna do this right here. That's all he doing. And so they putting that out there. Y'all forgive me at my son practice watching this here. And so what happened is a lot of black men was able to finesse PPP. Got PPP, got ERC, the employee retention credit. They was able to finesse it. Got the EIDL, was able to get illegal EIDL. For those of us with companies, we could legally get EIDL. They was out there getting illegal EIDL. That's the economic something disaster loan. And so with that, they took and got bills. They went and rented somewhere, got their mama to co-sign. They went and rented somewhere, so they paying $2,500 a month. They went and got cars, cause there are dope boys and drug dealers and former drug dealers and scammers and illegal people who got car lots. So they will finance you, buy here, pay here, but they got a kill switch in the car. And some of them, they just got banks and they'll help you finesse the numbers. I know a guy, don't trust nothing about them. They'll help you finesse them numbers to get you in that Benz. And they went and got these car notes, $1,000, $1,500. You know, these cars, like these luxury cars, a lot of people don't realize it, but these luxury cars, car notes be around $3,000. A lot of people don't realize that. But guess what? So these men went and got 100,000, 200,000. Some got 500,000, $1 million in fraudulent money and blew through it in the strip club in Vegas. And now they have no way to make money because they was on Facebook balling out, making like they doing day trading, pretending they doing day trading, pretending they doing stocks, pretending they got they online courses booming, but it was all fraudulent money. And so now they don't have an actual way to keep up the lifestyle that the pandemic allowed them to create. And so these men are getting ready to come to you with a Mercedes-Benz that's getting ready to be repossessed. But when he pull up on you in that S-Class, when he pull up on you in that Range Rover, when he pull up on you in that G-Wagon, you're going to be like, oh, he got money. He's still going to have, a lot of clothes are timeless. Like this shirt might be a year old, but it's timeless. I don't know how much it costs. It could be $50 or $100. My wife bought it for me. But he pull up on you in this right here. Like this right here, this necklace costs $3,000, but I done had this necklace for a decade. You see what I'm saying? This watch costs $13,000. My son broke the screen. Tater, when he was 1 year old, he picked it up and dropped it. He broke the glass. I had to pay $2,000 to get it fixed. So this watch cost me $15,000. I got it serviced one time. That was $1,000. I done spent $16,000 on this watch, but guess what? This watch is 9 years old. I bought this watch in 2015 at the Rolex on Rodeo Drive. So imagine, and this is why I'm painting this picture to you, is I could be flat broke right now. But if I pull up on you as a single man with a Rolex, with gold, with a luxury car that I'm hiding at a hidden location, I done cut off the tracking. I'm parking it. I got something parked right in front of it, something right behind it, so a tow truck can't get it. I've been running from the repo man for 6 months now. And I pull up on you with old money now, with clothes that was bought with old money, watch, car. And I tell you, I do real estate. I'm a real estate developer. I'm a day trader. I remember seeing a man in the jewelry store buying a $25,000 iced out Cartier, not realizing that Cartier was not original, because these people not taking original watches because they can't even get their hands on it. These jewelers have super clone watches that they are putting lap diamonds in or cheap diamonds in and selling it to. So they literally taking $75 watches, getting diamonds put in it, spending a total of $1,000 or $2,000, and they selling it to black men for $25,000 to $75,000. Yeah, I done found out. I saw a man who looked like he lived with his mama. That look, his shoe was raggedy, his jeans was raggedy, his earrings was cloudy, and I watched him pay $25,000 out of fraudulent economic disaster loan money. He spent $25,000 on a iced out Cartier watch, right in gold and diamond in Tampa, Florida. I watched it with my own eyes. He had a camera around his neck, and another dude asked him, "Hey bro, man, that's a nice watch, boy, what you do?" He say, "I'm a photographer." Boy, you don't shoot for Vogue. Boy, you got to shoot for Vogue. And if you shoot for Vogue, you not walking around with that little camera. Boy, that's a $500 camera. It ain't that many headshots in the world for you to be in here buying a $25,000 iced out Cartier watch, and that's the first nice thing you own, because them shoes is beat. Them jeans is dirty. And them earrings is cloudy. The mouth is not mathing. But guess what? He got that iced out watch though, because we are financially illiterate because of what we come from and what we done gone through. With that $25,000, that man could have started a multi-million-dollar business. He could have started a business that'll make him millions. He could have actually invested, even though it's fraudulent money, he could have invested in a photography space, in a better camera, in a billboard, in a bus stop bench, in flyers to pass out at the mall, and actually built a photography business that is actually successful with the lie he was telling. So see, this is what you got to understand. So that man right there, whatever other money he got, I guarantee you, the next drop he got, he went to the car lot and bought him a Benz or something foreign, and now he can't afford the service. If he put a big down payment and got finance, he can't afford the payment. So guess who he coming to? Black woman, working hard, getting a check every week, every 2 weeks, or whatever it is, once a month, whatever it is. He coming right to you with some hard angling, massaging shoulder, he sucking toes, he in there cooking, he got TikTok recipes, you eat garlic bread with cheese on the top of it, spaghetti, next night you got shrimp Alfredo, the trash getting took out. So now the trash getting took out, you got the lawn getting cut, your oil, he up under the car changing oil, he doing your plumbing in the bedroom, and next thing you know, you think God done answered the prayer. He ain't got a job, he ain't got no money, and you sitting there and you like, Lord, thank you for sending this man. Lord, forgive me for fornication. Lord, forgive me for shiking up. You know my heart, Lord. I'm trying to do everything I can. He not perfect. I know he is filling out applications all day. And it's just, they don't want to hire a black man in the recession. They is discriminating. And you know what? But I am going to hold him down. I'm going to look out for him, take care of my man who the Lord has sent. Everybody is not Ruth. Everybody can't have a Boaz who own land and got money. And that's what you're going to be telling yourself. And that man finna finesse. And I'm going to tell y'all something too. You got to be careful. Get you one of these right here. Get you one of these. One of these with the RFD. And put your cards in there. Even if your cards is in your purse, put it in there. Because these scammers, they fixing to crank up. They finna have a credit card scammer. They finna be around you. They got apps on their phone that could steal your credit card information. They could tap your phone on your computer. Do not click on nothing. Don't click on no emails. You about to start getting emails that your bank account has been hacked. They're gonna send you to a site that looks just like your bank site. It's gonna be one letter different in the domain. You finna enter your password, your username and your password, and they sitting there on the other side looking at exactly what you just entered. Then they going right to the real site and they doing a transfer. They doing a transfer right out that account, right in front of your face. Right like that. Don't click on nothing that you don't recognize on your computer. About, oh, you got a virus. Oh, this expired. Oh, this hacked and all of that. Call the actual place and ask them about your account before you click some online. Because these scammers, these men, they finna take you on dates. It's gonna be men who will spend the money to take you on a date to skim your card. When I be around somebody, I'm around a guy and he look a little sketchy to me, I move my card to the other side. I move my card to the other side. If I'm getting ready to go in somewhere around somebody that is sketchy, I'll leave my cards in the car lock. Hide them somewhere. These men is going to come put wood on you, meat leg, to put you to sleep. You're gonna get a full body massage. You're gonna get a full body massage, and he fixing to be licking you like a lollipop to get you in a deep sleep. When it is 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, when you are in REM sleep, rapid eye movement, sleep, he is getting up and he is going to your purse. He going to your purse. You cannot let a man that is not your husband stay the night at your house in a recession. Your entire identity is going to be stolen. And if you sleep light and you wake up, he gonna tell you he went to the kitchen to get something to drink because he couldn't sleep. Or he gonna tell you his stomach was hurting because something y'all ate, he feel like he got food poisoning. Or he gonna tell you he heard something outside and he went to check the perimeter and to check the doors to make sure everything was locked because he's a protector. When you catch him up and moving around, trust me, and I'm gonna tell you, my wife sleep light. But if I stay up, if I'm up working, or sometimes I'll just be up, I can't sleep. If I get up around 2:30, 3 o'clock, as light as she sleeps, she don't hear me moving around. She don't hear me get up, go to the bathroom, or get up, go to the kitchen. She don't hear it, and she sleep light. Before she get in that REM sleep now, I could literally roll. I could lift her arm and it wake her up. Because she got that mother instinct for when, you know, when the baby crying in the middle of the night. So listen to me. These men, these scams is fixing to get deployed. But your card, your credit card, if a man get to spend a night with you, he knows your address. He know your address. If he get her out and he get on your phone, he could go into your settings and forward your calls. He could forward your text message. He could mirror your text message. There's apps that he could mirror your text message. So now he could see your text. So when he try to log into your bank account or he try to do something and you get that text that say, hey, here's your code, he got your code. He got that code. He punched that code in, boom, he right into your bank account. This real life. This is what's happening. It's happening to women every day. This is how scammers work. This is romance scam. Romance scams. Matter of fact, that might be the title. Romance scams is fixing to be on high alert. That might be another video, but this kind of go all in one. So it might still be a black woman and her money. Listen, romance scams finna go up. So you better to get prepared. You better get your mind right. It's 92 degrees out here. I can't believe this. It's 9 o'clock at night. It's 92 doggone degrees. That is ridiculous. These little old kids is just getting out of practice. 9 o'clock and they all black. And we out here and they all playing football. I might ban football when I become the president. These kids out there getting their little head bashed in. We already go through enough trauma, and then now we add head trauma on top of it. Listen, put your child in baseball. It's gonna be expensive, but talk to the coach. They got scholarships. They got little stuff. Put your child. Listen to me. If you are a black parent, put your child in baseball. Put your child in baseball or tennis or golf. Yes, they are all expensive. Don't let your child play. Basketball is cool too, because you can make money overseas and all that, and it's not too bad on the body. Basketball is cool too, but everybody trying to play basketball. I'm in a Range Rover. I feel like the boy just said the car is a demon. That's the Dodge. Look at the girl.
Nice car.
Thank you. They got the girl playing football. Maybe she just carrying the pads. I hope she ain't playing on football. No, she got on the football pads. Yeah, they got the girl playing football. Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. It's a black mama. She doing the best she can. But that's how they do us. That's how they do us. They go to our neighborhoods. They feed us football. And that's what drive us crazy. That's what, I played football. I played football in college, for those y'all didn't know. And listen, I done went through mental health issues. That's why I tell you. I know 100% fact, I'll take a life. That's why I don't play around. That's why I used to tell y'all why I don't speak names. Because I said I don't like to speak names, because I will kill by my name. And I don't know who else is like that. But that's how your mind get when you get hit in the head your whole life. You get a short temper, like you don't play no games. You do not play around. Like, it changed your personality. And you know what's going on. You could feel it. You could feel the change, and that's why I talk so much, and that's why I do this right here so much. But that's also how some people watch my videos and they be like, well, Tony, how you could talk a whole hour and you're an introvert? And how you be bouncing all around? All of that too come from the brain. That come from the brain. So I talk so much and do what I do, trying to regenerate my brain. And I'm getting all of this out because we can't see the future. So listen, and this is another lesson. If you're a black parent, put your child in a safe sport. Don't have your child playing football. Unless you is raising the next Deion Sanders and your child is scoring 4-5 touchdowns a game and not really getting hit like that because can't nobody catch them and tackle them, then take your child out of that. Get your child in baseball. Yeah, you can get hit in the head with the baseball at the bat, but it's far more rare than, because football, you can't get around getting hit in your head. And one blow could change your life. One hard hit can cause enough trauma to your brain to where you never be the same. So y'all understand this. Start letting people finesse you into that stuff, and let them call you the P word. I was talking to my barber, and he gonna put his son in soccer and baseball and see which one he liked the best. And his homeboy was like, man, when he turned 4, bring him out here to the football field, man. He was like, man, my son ain't playing no football. He was like, well, what he gonna do then? He said he gonna do baseball or soccer. He's like, oh, that's a B sport, the B word. He said, oh, that's for bees. And that's how we think. And what a lot of black women don't realize, a lot of the issues you see with black men come from boxing and football. Brain trauma. A lot of the stuff you deal with black men, especially if he ever boxed or played football or did MMA, like combat sports where he was getting hit in the head regularly, a lot of the issues you deal with come from head trauma. His jealousy, his controlling, his anger, his being a little slower, like a little remedial, any and all of that could come from brain trauma. So, hey, now I went off on a little tangent right there. So I'm gonna start calling all my videos rants when I'm in the car, cause in the office I'll be a little bit better, but I still talk an hour in the office too. But I want you to think about this now. We done hit an hour now. My son should be done with practice in 10 minutes. But I want you to think about this now, cause it's about to get real. It's about to get real. It is about to get real. And you got to be careful. You got to watch your back and be ready. But in light of that, that's why I'm getting ready to do what I'm about to do, cause it's me giving up something, but it's gonna be a blessing. It's gonna be a gift. It ain't gonna be nothing. It ain't gonna be no overnight nothing. So just stay tuned. Got some big coming up, big opportunity coming up. It's gonna be a, you know, slow drip. I don't do the get rich overnight stuff, but just stay tuned. But hey, this Tony Gaskin, God bless you. Oh, update, Wealth of Health. Man, we got everything shipped out. Shopify gave us the wrong price. We got to do it all over. Me and the wife got to do it all. We got to add postage. We got to add $2.57. So now my homeboy who sell through Shopify, he told me about this other company, pirate ship, but we really got to change the package. I think we maybe had the wrong type of package selected, and they said we got to list it as like retail, and so price got to go up. And so they on the way. Give us a little time. Everything should be all shipped out by next Monday, Lord willing. So thank you, appreciate you. If you have not, now the new orders that come in, those will be shipped out as well, but those, you know, they going straight out. So if you have not pre-ordered your gummies, wealthofhealth.com. wealthofhealth.com. Y'all gonna get tired of hearing me say that, but I'm gonna say it till you order the homeless man at the gas station a bottle of gummies. I didn't do no subscription, and the reason why I didn't do a subscription, because only 2 or 3 people asked me for a subscription, and that's why only 2 or 3 people asked me for a subscription. Because most people cannot afford no subscription. So I just want you to, when your gummies run out, if they tasted okay to you, I just want you to order another one. But I don't want to put you on no subscription, because I don't want the headache of the charge hitting your account and your account being empty and it's sending you into the negative, and then you have to call and tell a lie that you didn't approve that charge, and then it got to get reversed, and I done already shipped the gummies to you, it get reversed, then my business get hurt, then I'm mad with you, got a hit out on you, and then we fall out, all because you got that overdraft fee. So I'd rather, because on this month, you might say, hey, I'm gonna order the gummies on, because you take 2 gummies a day. But if you got kids, then you gonna go through them a little faster, because y'all might be having 4 or 6 or 8, depending on how many kids you got. So you may say, well, I ordered my gummies on the 10th this month, but next month, the way the paycheck fall, I can't get them till the 16th. So that's why I ain't do the subscription yet. Not to say I'm not gonna do it one day when I figure it out, but I just don't really want to do it because I want people to be able to support when they want to support. And I don't like the trickery of somebody forgetting that they got this subscription and being charged and they be done forgot about it and stuff going on. I just don't like to set people up like that. I know it's good for business, but I just don't think about what's good for my pocket. I think about my supporter as well. So stay tuned. Check in every day for the video. Now, when I do what I'm going to do, when I launch what I'm going to launch, I'm going to mention it in the first sentence of the video, the first 60 seconds, so you'll know about it. But when I launch what I'm going to launch, you're going to hear about it every single day, twice a day for 30 days. So just get yourself ready for it now. So if you is a hater, you might want to just start watching the videos now. Because I'm going to promote me now. I done changed my life on that. I used to not promote me, but I realized if I don't promote me, ain't nobody else going to promote me. So I'm going to promote me now. So if you got a problem with that, then you might want to go and find a corner to sit in ratting now. Because you sure going to hear about it. And for them 30 days, I'm not going to be promoting wealth or health or courses or nothing else, because I'm going to be focusing on opportunities that I have for you. So, hey, God bless you. Can't say too much is what the regulations say. So God bless you. We'll talk soon. Keep your head up. Keep going. And listen, even in the midst of a recession, if you serve God, you're going to be fine. Don't walk around in fear. Walk around with caution. Be diligent. Be prudent. Be wise. Don't be fearful. Be diligent. Be prudent. Be wise. And it's Tony Gasson. God bless you. We'll talk soon.